Comfortably, please close your eyes. Please gently close your eyes. And if you are wearing specs, please remove and keep it aside. Sit in a very, very comfortable posture with eyes gently closed. Take a deep breath in through your nose and completely exhale through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And one more deep breath in, inhaling all the love, peace, joy, harmony in this universe. And completely exhaling the stress and all the negative emotions from the body. Connecting to who you truly are. Just be aware of this moment. Your body, your feet on the ground or on the bed or wherever it is. Being here, present here. Bring your attention to your heart space and feel your heart breathing. Slow and deep breaths from your heart. Your beautiful heart that's always beating for you. Bring your awareness down to your feet and see roots growing from your feet to the core of Mother Earth, as if you are a tree. All the way anchoring you to the center of the earth, grounding you in this present moment. Thank Mother Earth for all the support she gives us. Take in this beautiful golden energy from Mother Earth and come all the way back up to your heart space. Now see a beautiful beam of light, white light from high above, falling gently onto your crown, top of the head, coming all the way in through your head, neck, shoulder, to your heart space. This beautiful divine energy from high above, the divine consciousness, see this beautiful white light merging with the golden light in your heart space, becoming a beautiful sparkly golden white light, anchoring you between the sky and the earth. Allow this beautiful light to expand everywhere into your body. To every cell, Allow this beautiful golden white light to connect to the heart space of everyone sitting here in a circle, reminding that we are all one and we are all connected. Invoking the blessings of all the divine energies around us, the masters, angels, spirit guides, always protecting and guiding us to be the highest and best version of ourselves. Let us thank the universe for this connectedness and for this circle that we are present for today, allowing us in our healing journey to be there for ourselves, to show up for ourselves. The Lord of gratitude, take a deep breath in and completely exhale. Rub your palms. Gently place them on your eyes. And you can just rub your face and slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to yet another full moon. We are in full moon in Virgo. Lovely to see all of you as always. So this full moon is also called a worm moon because we're actually finishing winter and it's the start of spring. So the earth becomes soft and warm, and the earth is actually awakening to new possibilities and new beginnings. So that is why it is called also as a worm. That's the time earthworms come out, so it's also called as a worm moon. So it is a full moon in Virgo. As always, fresh start, new beginning. So the universe always gives us opportunities for new beginnings and new starts, so we have to make use of it. And as you all know, the topic for today is Ho'oponopono. Most of you know what it is. It is a beautiful, beautiful self-healing technique. We have touched upon it a couple of times, but today Naina is going to take us a little more into the depth of Ho'oponopono to help us understand what exactly it is. In brief, as you know, it is a beautiful Hawaiian self-healing technique, and it roughly means to put things, make things right, like to put things back in balance. Okay, so that is what it means, and it is a amazing tool to remove shame, guilt, all the ill feelings, negative feelings, and all of that. So this technique actually holds space for us to release all these difficult emotions that are there within us. And it is such a simple technique, but such a powerful and beautiful technique. And I will let Naina talk about it more. So, Naina.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sri. So, yeah. So let's start with our talk. So, is there anyone who are very new to this topic? Naveen, Neetu, have you ever heard of this topic, this word? You can also put it in the chat if you can.
We are
Yeah.
already practicing it.
Wow, beautiful. So I think there is no one who is like very new to it. I hope so. Okay. So today let's go a little deeper into what is Ho'oponopono. So I would like to share? You can see. Can you all see my screen? Just let me know.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay. Okay. So the process or the Ho'oponopono, which we are going to discuss today, is called the modern Ho'oponopono or self-identity through Ho'oponopono. Okay. So, as you all know, whoever has heard about this topic will know that it's a basic Hawaiian practice. It has its origin in Hawaii Island. Okay. And Dr. Hewlett is the one who introduced this modern technique of Ho'oponopono to the universe, to all of us. So, this is Dr. Hewlett. His full name is actually Ihale Kala Hewlett. And the one who you see in the right side is Mona Simeona, his teacher, from whom Dr. Hewlett has learned this beautiful technique. Okay, so first let's see what does this word mean, Ho'oponopono. Okay, so as you all know, it's a Hawaiian technique. So in their language, Ho'oponopono means, Ho'o means to rectify. The meaning of Ho'o is to rectify, and Pono means to make things better. To make things better. And but why they are using Pono twice? To make it better twice. That means making into perfection. To reach supreme perfection. That's the basic word meaning of Ho'oponopono. Okay, so it's a basic Hawaiian practice, and it's said that Ho'oponopono is a 5,000-year-old practice, and we don't know exactly what is the origin of it. Okay, so what we understand as modern Ho'oponopono or self-identity through Ho'oponopono is from Dr. Hewlett, and before that, he learned this technique from Mona Simeona, that is his teacher. Mona Simeona is a kahuna in the Hawaiian Islands. Kahuna basically means a healer, a priest, or a shaman in that age. Okay. And actually, it said that she is a very gifted person, and she had, like, by birth itself, she had so many gifts of healing and all. So initially, the Ho'oponopono practice, which they were following in the Hawaiian Islands, were like bit lengthier practice, where the family get together and they call the kahuna and they sit with them, and the kahuna asks them to repeat certain prayers, which is a very lengthy process, which take hours. Okay, so then Mona Simeona decided that, okay, now I want to spread this word to more people in a very shorter form where they can do for themselves. Okay, now it's a very lengthy practice and it involves a kahuna, a person, a healer. Okay, so they can't do it, people can't do it their own. So how to make it available to people as a self-healing practice where they can do their own? Okay, so the lengthy process of Ho'oponopono, Mona Simeona had made it bit shorter and made it a 16 phrase, 16 sentences. Okay, and she started teaching it. And during that time, Dr. Hewlett met Mona Simeona and learned this process from her. And he started teaching this process along with her to everyone else outside the world. He started teaching it. Then later, again, it's a lengthy process. It's a 16 sentence process, bit lengthier. Okay. And Dr. Hewlett again made it into the 4 golden statements as, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Okay. That is what we now know as the four golden statements of Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Okay, so now let's go to Dr. Hewland's story. Okay, so the most popular story most of us are aware of, Dr. Hewland was appointed as a doctor, psychiatrist. He's a psychiatrist in Hawaiian Medical College, a psychiatric hospital. Okay. So the speciality of Hawaiian this mental hospital is the patients who were there were very criminally insane people who were put into cells. You can't just leave them out because they are like very criminally mindset people who had done heinous crime in their past. So it's that kind of people who were sent to this Hawaii Medical College, that hospital. So what happened there is, usually in that hospital, none of the doctors stay for long. A new doctor will come. After few months, that person will also leave. There are very shortage of staff because staff won't come regularly. They take voluntarily leave because the atmosphere, the energy there is not that good. It's very dense energy. Nobody wants to be in that violent atmosphere where people are like mostly violent. So they don't want to be there in that energy. Okay. So what happened is, again, when Dr. Hewland also got appointed in that hospital, everybody thought like, okay, now this doctor also, same as before, he will also just come, will be here for a few months, then he will also just go. So what happened is, Dr. Hewland started looking into each and every case file of each patient in that mental hospital. He won't directly meet any single patient in that hospital. And what he does is he just asks for the authority to have a private room for himself. And he will sit there, he will take all the case files and he will just go through each case file. And what he will do is he will start healing himself. If this if this person have come in front of me, there is a part in me which has created this in front of me. So let me heal that part of me. So this is what the technique Dr. Hewland used. And he started healing himself. And after a period of time, and it said that it's 4 to 5 years time, everyone, each and every patient in that mental hospital got released. You should imagine that it's a mental hospital where there are very criminally insane people who were put into cells, who can't be left outside, just like that. Okay. So initially, what happened is they started they can be put into groups. They reached in that situation. Then slowly they were released from the cells and they were allowed to freely roam around in that hospital premises. Their medicine dosages started like lowering down. And towards the end of fourth and fifth year, most of them were sent back to their own homes. And by 5 years' time, that hospital was totally shut down because there were no patients and there were more staff. So they merged this hospital to some other hospital and they just transferred the staff, everyone, and maybe one or two, I think only one or two patients were remaining in that hospital. The rest, everyone got released from that hospital. This is the famous story of Dr. Hewlett. And you might have heard about the law of attraction coach, Joe Vitale. So Joe Vitale came to know about this story and about Dr. Hewlett from one of his friends. Then he started searching about this doctor whom he mentions as the most unusual therapist in the world because he never sees any single patient directly. He will only heal himself. Okay, so Dr. Jovital started searching about this doctor, and finally, with the help of his friend, he found Dr. Hewlett. And then he started inquiring more about what he does, what are his techniques and all. Then he made a decision that now this should be spread to the world. This is a beautiful technique. This has to be spread into the world. So Dr. Joe Vitale, along with Dr. Hewlett, started spreading this word, started teaching Ho'oponopono to the masses through his courses, and he has also written a book called The Zero Knees. So that's how the world started to know more about this beautiful technique of Ho'oponopono. So now let's see what happens in a Ho'oponopono, how this technique is working, what Dr. Hewlett actually did. So the four golden statements of Ho'oponopono. Can you all hear me? Is my video stuck?
Yeah, Naina, there's some issue with the video, I think.
No. My audio is fine.
Yeah, audio, we can still, no, now we can't hear anything. Can the rest of you hear? Because I have a connection issue as well. Can all of
No,
you?
no.
No, right?
No, we can't hear her. We can't hear.
No, can't hear her anymore.
No, no, can't hear.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you hear?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
yeah, now
Yes,
it's fine.
now
Yeah.
it's good.
No, again the voice has gone. Naina.
No, can't hear you again, Naina.
No,
No,
can't
Naina,
hear you.
there's no, we can't hear you.
Okay. Now
Yeah, now
it's
we can
fine.
hear. Yeah, now it's fine.
So when I'm sharing,
No, even before that, we couldn't hear.
now you can hear?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay. Okay. You can hear? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So let's
Yeah.
continue. Okay. It's fine. So what is the technique of Ho'oponopono? So in Ho'oponopono, what we do is we repeat the 4 sentences. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. These are the 4 golden statements of modern Ho'oponopono, which Dr. Hewlett has teach the world. Okay. So in Ho'oponopono, when I say I am sorry, to whom am I saying sorry? I'm saying sorry to myself because I have to go through a lot of pain. Whatever the challenge, the issue is, I have to go through so much of challenges and pain, whatever the emotions it is causing me. So I am saying sorry to myself and please forgive me. When I say please forgive me, to whom are we seeking forgiveness? To myself. I ask forgiveness to myself that I am sorry. I have to go through all these struggles, challenges in my life. And I love you. Love is the great healing force, most beautiful healing force which can heal anything. So I am saying I love you to myself and thank you. When we say thank you, it's a gratitude and it's a trust that it is done. Okay. So what happens when we say these 4 golden statements? So we all know in healing we say that our all issues lies in our subconscious mind. You all can see the screen, right? Okay. So in the bottom layer, it's our subconscious mind. All the errors or whatever the issue lies in our subconscious mind. We are all aware about it. Okay. And we all know it's 80 to 88% we operate from our subconscious mind and we are only 10 to 12% of our conscious mind. all the belief systems, all the memories, everything that goes in our subconscious mind. Okay, so in Ho'oponopono, the philosophy of it says that the origin of any challenge, any issue, any situation, the root cause of it is an error. In Ho'oponopono, they say that the root cause of any challenge, any difficult experience, any pain is an error. And what is this error? This error is a distorted thought. This error is a distorted thought which happened in our mind any time in the past. It happened in the past. It can be any time in the past. We don't know. We don't have to remember the experience, the memory. We don't have to know about it. Okay? So, it happened in the past, a distorted thought, which is an error. Okay, it happened, and that memory is still now stored in the subconscious mind. We may not know what is it, and it's not necessary. But what is happening now? Because of that, I am experiencing a challenge right now. It can be our financial challenges, professional, job related, relationship challenges, health issues, whatever it is, we are experiencing a certain pain, a challenge right now in our life. Okay. And our conscious mind understands it. Our conscious mind know that I'm going through a challenge. I'm experiencing pain. Okay. So what can our conscious mind do? It can take the responsibility of our healing. So the conscious mind is the one who is taking the action. Conscious mind is the one who is leading us to healing. Okay, I have to meet some therapist or doctor or some consultant or anyone to ask for help, or I take responsibility myself. I know healing myself. I have to look into it. Okay, why I am experiencing this challenge presently. Okay, so our conscious mind is the one who is taking the responsibility of it. Responsibility of the error, the distorted thought, which happens, which is running in our subconscious mind. Okay, so now we understood there was some error happened in the past, a distorted thought, which still replays as a memory in our subconscious mind. It's an error. So what we can do? We can clean the error. Our responsibility is to clean this error. Okay. So as we say these four golden statements, we are actually taking the responsibility of healing those errors which is there in the subconscious mind. As I say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. It will clean the error which replays in the subconscious mind as memories from the past. Got it? And as we clean on it, as I clean on those errors, I am giving a petition to the divine through superconscious. Superconscious, which we can say as our higher self, or simply a part of us which is always connected in connection with the divine. So, our conscious mind, which is taking the responsibility to heal the errors, which is the memories replaying in the past. And as I clean on these errors, these memories, I am giving a petition to the divine through the superconscious that divine, I have done my cleaning, and I now, with faith and trust, I surrender to the divine that you take care of my healing. Healing is not my responsibility. My responsibility is only to clean the errors which lies in my subconscious mind. The conscious mind is taking the responsibility to clean the errors which lies in the subconscious mind, and through cleaning, I am giving a petition to the divine through my superconscious that I have done my part, I have taken my responsibility. Now you take care of my healing. Divine, you take care of my healing, and I surrender to you. So when we say thank you, we have 100% trust and faith in the divinity that I have done my part, and the work is done. The work is done. I have 100% faith in the divine that my healing will be taken care of by the divine. Okay. So this in this process, we are actually cleaning on ourselves and we are connecting to our divinity. So we can also say that it is returning back to our home, connecting back to our own divinity, to connecting back to the divine, because we have forgot that part of it, that we are divine. So as we clean on this, we are connecting back to our home, which is the divine itself. Okay. So now, why are we taking the responsibility? In the story which we heard right now, Dr. Hewlin has taken the responsibility of even the illnesses of the patient who has come in front of him. So, why he is doing that? So, here, the explanation by Dr. Hewlin is, if something is going wrong in my life, if something is going wrong with my life, what will happen to me? I may go through layers of emotional turmoils, right? I can see there. Nina, can you come on camera? I just wanted to ask you if it is possible. Can you unmute? Nina, I can see you. That's why I'm asking Nina. Okay, let me ask you a question. If I come and shouted at you, how will it impact you? What is the impact of? I just came and shouted at you, maybe for no reason. Maybe there may be a reason. I don't know.
I'll feel very
How
bad.
you will feel very bad. Okay, you will feel very bad. So what will you do? You will tell me that, Naina, you have some problem. Okay, you shouted at me. Now you go and do the healing. You have some problem. Will you do that?
Yes.
Okay, Naina, you will tell Naina that, okay, Naina, you have some problem. You shouted at me. Okay, now you go and do some healing. You have some issue. Will you say that?
I will not
If
say
you say
that.
if you say that, will that happen?
Sorry?
Will I go and do that? If you do that, if you say that to me, okay, I shouted at Tina. Okay, so she said that I have some problem. So let me go and do my healing. Will it happen?
No.
Of course, no, right? The other person won't go and do the healing. Okay, so you are the one who felt bad, right? Okay, so here, thank you, Nina. So here, Nina is the one who felt bad. So what she can do? She can take the responsibility of the emotion which the experience which she has gone through, she has experienced. Of course, the other person won't go and do the healing. So here, whatever happens to me, I take 100% responsibility of my experience. Okay, so if this has come in front of me, if this pain has come to me, I have experienced this lots of emotions, this challenge. Okay, there is a part in me which is attracting this into my door. So let me take responsibility of that part so that I clean on it. I clean on those errors. Okay, and I can come out of that challenge. Okay, so because I was the one who experienced the pain, I felt bad. So I take responsibility of that part. Okay, and uh, it should be very clear that you're not taking responsibility that, oh, it's all my issue. It's not coming from a space of self blame. Oh, Naina has shouted at me. Okay, so it's all my problem. I am the one that should be blamed. No, it shouldn't be coming from a space of blame. Okay, it should come from a space of power where, okay, I am the one who experienced this. Okay, so let me take responsibility of my part. It should come from a space of power, not from a space of self-blame. It should be very clear. Okay. Because whatever happens in me, whatever has come into my doorstep, I am taking 100% responsibility of my experience, not for the actions of the other person. I am taking the responsibility. Be very clear on this. Nina is not taking responsibility of Nayana coming and shouting at her. No. She is taking the responsibility of she felt bad about it. Okay. So it should come from a space of power. So what happens when I repeat these 4 golden statements? I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. What happens inside us when we repeat this statement? So it should be practiced in a way that we continuously repeat these 4 golden statements at least for a 10 to 15 minutes of time. Okay. As you continuously repeat these 4 golden statements again and again, all the memories may start coming up. It may come up, it may not. You may go through so many emotional upsurges. As we remember those memories, we go through the memories, the emotions start coming up. And these, as we repeat these statements, these emotions will get neutralized. The emotional charge will be gone, and the impact of that particular situation or that person will get neutralized, and it will go back to a neutral state. Okay, when the emotions get neutralized, the memories slowly start getting erased from our subconscious mind. If a memory has to stay in our subconscious mind, there should be an emotion attached to it. It can be a pleasant emotion as well as an unpleasant emotion. But there should be an emotion attached to it. Otherwise, the memories won't stay in our subconscious, in our brain. So, as we repeat these 4 golden statements, we slowly start moving into a space of void. We can say in Buddhist language, it's called, they say it as void. In Hawaiian language, they say holobone. Okay. Or Dr. Joe Vitale say it as a zero state. We move into, as we continuously repeat these statements, all the memories or emotions may start coming up and it gets released, and slowly our monkey mind started to settle down, and we slowly move into a space of void, hollow bond, or a zero state. In different languages, in different they are using traditions, they are using different terminologies. So we will get into a state of zero state, a void, or a hollow bond, whatever terminologies we call it, and that's how we clean on the errors get cleaned. Okay, so that's what which happens when we repeat the statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Okay, so we started cleaning on the errors which lies in the subconscious mind, which the conscious mind has taken the responsibility of cleaning on it. And through our superconscious, we took the responsibility, and we are giving the petition to the divine that you please take care of my healing. And now, as a consequence, the divine will take care of our healing. And that's how the healing happens. Am I stuck? Is my screen frozen again?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just
But the
give me a
audio was
moment.
clear.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay, fine. You can hear now, right? Okay. So now I'll give you an example of how Dr. Hewlin gives the same way. So if you have an issue with a person, for example, I have an issue with my father or my mother. Okay, the relationship is bit strained. Okay, so how can I heal on it? How can I bring healing for myself? Okay, so now I take 100% responsibility of this relationship challenge, which I am experiencing with my father or mother or whoever it is. Okay, now I take 100% responsibility of it and I start cleaning on it, cleaning on the errors, which is there in my subconscious mind. Okay, and as I clean on this error, the emotions get neutralized, and I have given the petition to the divine that you take care of the healing. Okay, and as the healing happens, automatically this creates an energetic shift in the other person also. And this relationship will move into a different dynamic because I don't have a emotional charge into it. I have also neutralized my part. I have done my cleaning. Okay, and as I clean on myself and the healing happens to me, there will be an energetic impact on the other person also. And that's how this relationship can move into a different dynamic. Okay, so always this question comes, can we heal others through this technique? So when a person comes in front of us with any issue, or we are seeing that a child is crying due to some issue and a dear one of us is facing a health issue, experiencing a health issue or going through a challenge, and it makes me feel sad. It makes me feel I am also experiencing something when that person, when the other person is also going through a challenge. So it has come in front of me, right? So there is a part in me which is creating this issue because it has come in front of me in my world. So I can take responsibility of whatever in me which is creating that issue in the other person. It is not a logical or rational statement, but we can look into it from this perspective because it is happening in front of me. It is happening in my world. So I take the responsibility of whatever, I take 100% responsibility of whatever happening in my world. Okay. So if my husband is going through some experiences, with my parents, my children, or my dear one is going through some challenges and you feel sad about it, you feel you are also going through certain emotions around it, you take the responsibility of whatever is happening in me, whatever has created this issue for them, whatever in me. So there I am only healing myself. And as I clean on it and as I heal, I share this gift of healing with the other person. When we do for others, we can indent that as I clean on my errors and as I take responsibility of my part, I experience the healing and I share the gift of healing with the other person also. And I am healing only myself. I am taking the responsibility of only my part and I clean on myself and healing. It happens for both of us. Clear? If you
Yeah,
have any
actually,
question,
I know, yeah, I have a question. First of all, for this technique to happen, we need to have a strong faith, then self-love, everything, right?
yes, self-love, I would say as you start practicing on it, it will come. That is why we
Okay.
are saying the golden statement, I love you to
Yeah.
myself.
To
Okay,
love
initially it may not be
ourselves.
easy, and that's okay. And that's okay. The only
Okay.
principle is I take 100% responsibility of whatever happening in my world. Okay, if
Yeah,
you
true.
not liking the political situation in the country, it's happening in your world, right? It's coming in front of you. You can take the responsibility of that and you can heal on yourself.
Yeah, that is my second question. So, as in Dr. Hewland's case, he was changing that situation from his reality, or he was healing each and every patient. So, healing. I mean, in his in his reality, he has changed the situation. All these patients got healed. So not only him and the patients benefited, but the whole world. The others also. Can't hear you.
No,
No,
your
I can't
audio
hear.
is gone.
Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
better? Fine? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm what I'm asking is, when somebody is doing that with faith and all, he is healing that. He was healing all those patients, but the rest of us also, the rest of us, I mean, those who were at least in that country, or whoever is connected to that, got healed also. You can say that, right? This is kind of a mass healing happened right there.
not just with Ho'oponopono, whatever healing we do, we are raising our vibration, right? When we
Yes.
raise our vibration and vibrate from a higher frequency, it has ripples on everyone around us. Our
Yeah.
family, our presence itself can be healing.
Yeah. True.
We are operating from a higher vibration. It has ripples.
Yeah.
Of course, it has.
Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah, Manju.
Naina, do we need to do it consistently for 21 days?
To do it like that. For one issue, at least for 7 days, minimum for 7 days, continuously for 10 to 15 minutes, minimum 7 days. It's good if you can do it for 21 days, depending on the intensity of the issue. It's
And
good.
in my case, that consistency is not there. I just starts, and in some day it ends. Even I also not aware of that it ends. So that also in any issue, any problem, I need to.
Then initially itself that I am going to practice it for start with 7 days. Okay, first you start with 7 days. Then once you complete 7 days, you go to next 7 days. Then you go to next 7 days. Continue like that. Don't intend for like 21 days at a stretch. Start with, okay, let me do it at least for today. Okay, then you start doing. Okay, and also intend that I am completing the healing. If you are intending for 7 days, now I am continuing my healing for 7 days, and it is happening without any disconnect, like that. You indent first, then start with it. Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, in the case of one's own health, Naina, Jaya here, when you're talking about your own health, there is no other involved. It's only yourself and your thing. So then also this method applies. I mean, like you're not
Example relationship. Just one example of relationship. You can do the same technique for anything. Okay, you're not able to get the desired job. You're not able to attract the kind of job you want. You are experiencing some kind of issues in your workplace. You are experiencing some kind of health issue. I'm having a headache, for example. Or I have, okay, relationship issue is one thing. That is something with the other person, which we have with when two parties are involved. Okay, I am going through some financial crunches. I am not able to attract the kind of money I wanted in my life. Anything you can work on it with this.
Can I share something?
Yeah, Nina.
Yeah, so I had this inguinal hernia for a long time. So I was working on it. I had worked like a couple of sessions with EFT. Then I don't know, somehow I started doing Ho'oponopono. I didn't know, what it meant. I just used to say the statements and think about my hernia. And, the doctors had told me that there's only surgery. That's the only way you could get rid of it. But I have cured it completely. It's completely gone.
That's amazing, Nina. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And I think in our group also, few people have actually shared their experience with Ho'oponopono, healing with it. Even though they don't know like the complete philosophy of it, it just works. With just faith, you just have to follow it. That's it. And Suvarna Titi has mentioned about we should have that 100% faith and self-love. Okay, but just look into that fourth statement. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Thank you is the gratitude statement. When I say thank you, inherently I have a sense or feeling that it's done. When I say thank you, what is that feeling which is creating inside of me? A sense of gratitude and that it's taken care. It will start building that faith for yourself. It's not that you have to 100% build the faith, then start doing the practice, but just start with it. And on the course of time, and in that process, the faith and love, everything will just happen. Yeah. And I also wanted to mention here that we all used to hear this technique as a forgiveness technique. Most of the articles, the YouTube channel, everything say it as like a forgiveness technique. Actually, it's not a forgiveness technique directly because when we are going through lots of emotional turmoil, challenges in our life, okay, if it is with somebody else, take it as a relationship issue. I may feel betrayed, cheated, I may feel angry at someone, and at that time, someone is telling that you have to forgive. How can I forgive from that space? It doesn't happen like that, right? But we have to work on this, address these emotional layers, and neutralize these emotional layers. And once we come into a neutral space, then that emotional charge is taken care, neutralized. Okay, the forgiveness naturally happens. We don't have to do anything for forgiveness. It will just happen. We can't do forgiveness. It has to happen in that process. Okay, so Ho'oponopono is not directly a technique for forgiveness, but it will gradually bring us into that state of forgiveness. It will happen. The healing, the forgiveness, everything will happen as a consequence of it. And we are just taking 100% responsibility of my part, my errors, and the healing, the divine will take care of it. Yeah. And I also want to mention here that now we will do a small process connecting with our inner child, Ho'oponopono and inner child. So you all know where this error happened, where all these memories are stored is in our subconscious mind. And who is inner child? Who is our inner child? It's our subconscious mind, right? So our inner child is the one who is the storehouse of all these memories from the past. Any timeline. Our inner child is the one who is storing all those memories and replaying all those memories. Okay. So now actually, to whom are we asking to clean these errors? To our inner child. To let go of all these memories. So we are going to do that small process here right now, connecting with our inner child and doing the Ho'oponopono practice. Okay. So I will also mention here a simple technique which you can practice. You all can use a eraser, which which we have used as children to erase whatever the errors which we made when we write. We can take an eraser. It's good if you can take a blue color eraser or white is also, any color is also fine. And we can program that eraser to clean. Program that eraser, hold it in your hand and connect with that eraser and tell that help me clean the error. Okay. So what you can do with this eraser is once you programmed that eraser to clean, you can write your intention in a paper. Okay. And for example, you want to manifest a job. Okay. So you can write your intention in a paper that I am attracting this job, or I am healing from this health issue. Okay. And you can write this intention in a paper, and you program this eraser and keep this eraser above that intention. And you can sit with it for some time and do the Ho'oponopono. Okay. And once you are away, you are asking this eraser to clean whatever is stopping me from experiencing this. Now you do the work. I am giving a task to this eraser, programming and giving the task to this eraser that when I am away, you clean on it. And I can place it above this intention. Okay. So even when I'm not doing the Ho'oponopono practice, this eraser will do it. It's all happened with our trust and faith. Just have that trust that it's done. You can just experiment on it. Okay. So now let's move into a small process, inner child process with Ho'oponopono. If you want to have some water, you can have some water and settle down completely, relaxing yourself. You can switch off your videos so that you can contain the bandwidth. Someone please let me know if you can hear this audio.
Yeah, we can hear.
Can you
Yeah, we can hear.
music
Hmm.
and my voice as well?
Your voice is not
Says,
that clear.
yeah, you need to be a little more louder. Little more louder.
Okay.
I can hear
Is
my
it
voice
fine now?
louder and louder and
Is it fine now?
Better.
No,
Okay.
your sound is feeble.
My voice. How is it now? Is it fine? Is it fine now? You all can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Just settle yourself in a comfortable space. Have some water. Allow yourself to relax completely. I want you to take few deep breaths in and out. Inhale deeply and exhale completely through your mouth. Few more times. Inhaling deeply and exhaling out completely. And allow yourself to relax completely. And as you relax, I am inviting you to a beautiful garden space. You're walking to a beautiful garden where you're going to meet the most beautiful person in your life. As you walk into that garden, you are meeting the younger self of you. Very slowly and gently, you are approaching this little child, your younger self. Just go to him or her and stand in front of this younger self of you. Look at him. Look at her. And looking at her, looking at him, tell that I am acknowledging your presence in me. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for all the accumulated memories that you experience as your sorrow, grief, and all the pain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for criticizing you. I'm really sorry I underestimated you. I didn't knew that you were a part of me. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me for disconnecting with you. Please forgive me for leaving you alone. Please forgive me for not believing in you. Thank you so much for giving me this beautiful life. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect back to you. It doesn't matter who doesn't love you from here onwards because I love you. It doesn't matter who doesn't love you and accept you because I love and accept you just as you are. I love and accept you just the way you are. Take a deep breath in and out. And call out this little one's name. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me for leaving you alone. Please don't worry, I'm back now. Thank you so much for this reconnection. And I promise that I will never leave you alone. And I love you so much. See how beautiful it is. When you say to him or her that I love you, how beautiful it is to finally realize that you are actually waiting for your own love. You are actually inside you. You are waiting for your own acceptance and not seeking any approval or validation from outside. Now, finally, you are ready to release all those heavy baggages that weighs you down. Just stay in this love, the unconditional, unlimited love for your younger self. Call out the name, dear. I now realize that my relationship with you is the most important relationship. And now you start stroking this little child's head and say, I love you and thank you for being a part of me. I'm sorry if I have been neglectful and not taking good care of you in the past. If I have manipulated you, I'm sorry. If you don't mind, please help me to let go. Please help me to let go of. Now you can choose a challenge or situation, an experience which you want to heal for yourself. Just choose one experience. You can take your health, relationship, career, financial, anything. Choose one intention you want healing for. And now you ask this little child, if you don't mind, help me to let go of this particular challenge which I am experiencing right now. See, I am going through a financial challenge. I am experiencing this health issue. This is what I am experiencing right now. Now, you please help me letting go of the memories that are replaying and creating this challenge for me. I don't know what the memories are, but you know. You know what are the memories. Please let go. Please let go. Then we can offer it to the divinity through the superconscious. We can ask the divinity to set us free. And as you do this conversation with this little one, keep stroking its head very gently. And now ask this little self of you to give you the permission for a hug. And very gently take a step forward and give your little self a warm hug. Just do that. And tell him or her that thank you for being a part of me. I love you. I'm sorry for all the accumulated memories you experienced in the past as pain, as suffering. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for creating all this pain for you. Please give me your hand so that I can grasp it and gently stroke it. And whatever hand she or he gives you, just hold it gently. And again acknowledge that this child is a part of your heart. And tell him or her that Thank you for being a part of me. I have never paid attention to you, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And ask this little child, please help me. Please help me to let go of till your intention, the issue, because the real problem is not the relationship or health or financial. It's the memories replaying in this subconscious, and it's the mortgage on your soul. And you want this child who hold the mortgage to let it go. So you are asking this child, please let go of this particular issue. Now ask the child to give the permission to hold the other hand and reach mentally for the other hand, grasp it and gently stroke it. And as you do that, ask this child to let go. Please help me let go. This child is the memory bank. Ask this child to let go. Please help me let go. Now ask his or her permission to hold its shoulders. Please allow me to hold your shoulders. And as you reach for its shoulders, you again start communicating with him or her. I love you. I love you. And thank you for being a part of me. I'm really grateful to know that there is you in me. I have not been caring for you since the beginning of time. Please forgive me for ignoring you, not caring for you, causing you great harm and pain and sorrow. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you for being a part of me. And please allow me to hold your shoulders. And as you do that, give your unlimited love to this little self of you. And acknowledge that this is the best partnership in creation. Looking into his or her eyes, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you for being willing to let go. Thank you for being willing to let go so that you and I can be memory free, that you and I can walk hand in hand with the divinity and into the light. Thank this child for helping you to let go of all those memories of this particular challenge you are experiencing now, and share your unlimited love to this beautiful child. Be there in this beautiful space where you share your unlimited love with your younger self. Be in this energy holding hand in hand. You're walking together to the divinity.
Tell you were less than whole. How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Hold this little one's hand, and as you walk slowly back to the present moment, knowing that you are one with the divine.
How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
And as you come back from that garden, you're promising this little one that I will be there for you. I will never leave you alone. And holding that little one's hand,
How could anyone ever tell you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to
you're coming back into the present moment, carrying this little one in your heart, acknowledging this little one's presence. Hold your heart space gently, taking your hand into your heart, acknowledging the presence of this divine being, this beautiful divine being inside you. And know that he or she is always present there in your heart space. And you are covering this beautiful one with all the love you are having in your heart.
that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
very slowly, taking your own time, coming back into the present moment, rubbing your palms together. And take your palms at your face, stroke your face, your head, and giving yourself a gentle, warm hug. Slowly open your eyes.
Thank you, Naina.
Thank
It was
you,
a
Naina. It was a
wonderful,
wonderful,
wonderful.
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The song was so lovely, so lovely. Can you share it? Can you share it?
Please.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
sure. I will share. I will share. Done. I will share. Thank you, Nina. Thank you for the message. Hope everyone is back. So if you have any doubts regarding the practice, how you can take it as a practice, you can ask, you can put it in the chat or unmute yourself. Everyone is clear with how you can go with the practice on a daily basis.
I do have one question. Hello?
Yeah, Sharmishta.
Can't hear. Hello?
Yeah, Sharmishta, please.
Yeah. Oh, this was a wonderful meditation, by the way, and the music was lovely. Yeah, so I was like, my question is, if you're practicing this every day, and you're like, are we directing the like the 4 sentences to a particular situation, or for example, health or finance? Are you thinking about the situation and directing it to that, or are we just directing it to ourselves?
We are intending for healing for one particular thing. For example, want to heal your financial challenges. For example, okay, you can indent that I am doing Ho'oponopono to bring healing into my financial challenge. Then you start with the draft. With
Okay.
intention.
Okay.
Be clear with your intention that what do you want it to be? Like, is that a job you want to manifest, or do you want a promotion in your job, or do you want a salary hike? What is that you are exactly looking for? Okay, you can
Okay.
clearly put it as an intention statement. I am like experiencing, like I want, or
Hmm.
can create an intention statement.
Okay.
I am, for example, I am getting promoted as your job role. Okay, in so and so company, and I'm getting a job. I thank you, universe, that I am getting appointed as in particular so and so company, or I am earning this much salary, or this much income, or this much profit from my business, like that. You
Okay.
write an intention and
Okay.
you direct to that issue.
Okay, fine. All right. That's clear. Thank you.
Hi, Naina. Hi, Naina.
Yes.
Naina here. Sarita here.
Yeah, sir.
Just I don't know the person who spoke right now, Seema. Yeah, just to clarify there. So you said put an intention and then to say all these four golden words. Yeah.
Yes.
We need to write it or we need to say it.
Both are fine. Anything will work. It's just that you have an intention. If you write it, you can also use that eraser technique. You write an intention, okay, and you can program an eraser and place it above your intention on that paper, okay, and you can keep that paper in front of you, and you can do the process, the cleaning process.
Okay.
For golden state. You can do it in your own way, combine it in your own way. You don't have to write it and keep an eraser.
Okay.
Okay, you can do it in your own way. I'm just giving you some like ideas how you can practice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, but your
Wonderful.
intention, it has to be inside you basically. You need to be very clear about what is your intention.
What is the intention? Huh?
Write it, you will be more clear.
Yeah. So is there any count, like you said, 7 days, 21 days? Is there any count particularly?
Count actually, but
Hmm?
there is no particular count actually, but it's good if you can do it for continuously some days, like minimum
7
7
days?
days.
So
Yes,
how
minimum
many
7
times
days.
there is no? It's not there. There's no particular count.
Minimum 10 minutes. Minimum 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Minimum 10
Okay.
minutes continuously. Okay.
Mhm.
For one particular issue. For one
Ah,
issue at a time.
Mhm,
Okay. If
mhm,
you are
mhm.
working on 2 issues, 2 things, okay, then you have to do first 10 minutes for one issue, then another time again for
Ah,
another 10 minutes. But it's
mhm.
always good you work with one intention at a time. It works better like that.
Okay.
It's not that you can't do, but it's all it will help to integrate for our subconscious. That's it. It's not that you can't do. You can.
Okay.
There is no hard rules. You can do in your own ways. No hard rules. And when you do the process, like when we constantly repeat the statement, it's very natural that the memories or emotions may come up. Just feel it and release it. If it is coming up, it is coming up to go.
Okay.
So your responsibility to feel it, release it. It will bring up things. It can. It's not necessary, but it can. But as the memories and as emotions come up, feel it, release it. You are letting it go. That's how we neutralize the memory. That's how we do the things.
Okay. It's like regeneration of cellular memories.
Yes, actually. The consequences, actually, we are releasing the memory, the cellular memory. Why the cellular memory is there in our body? Because there is an emotion attached to it. When we neutralize the emotion, the memory is getting released. Neutral memories won't be there in our memory bank.
Yeah.
So it's the emotions which is holding these memories in us. So as the emotions and memories come up, we just release.
Okay. Thank you, Naina. Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Good
Please share that music,
to
okay?
see you here. It's a long time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
long
I will
time.
share the recording also. We'll be sharing the recording.
Yeah, that whole meditation is actually it works wonders. Really.
Connecting to our inner child is really
Yeah, so
beautiful.
many memories and this thing can't stop trying.
Yes, yes. And it's called conversational Ho'oponopono. You can try it in that way also. In your own way. Do it creatively.
Yeah.
Like for example, I will give you another example.
Naina, one
if you're
doubt. One more doubt. Sorry.
yeah, Didi, please go ahead.
Is it we need to say it in silently or aloud? Both.
However you are comfortable with,
Okay.
you can do that. Okay. For example, you want to work with money. Okay. You can take a currency note. You can take a currency note and take a sticky note along with it and write these 4 golden statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And paste the sticky note on that currency note. Okay. And as you do the process, hold that currency note in your hand and have a conversation with money. I'm sorry, money. I couldn't hold you in the past. When you came to me, I couldn't hold you with all the love in my heart. Anytime in the past, if I rejected you, please forgive me for that. I'm really sorry. And thank you for coming into my life, even when I rejected you. And I just wanted to know that, make you know that I love you so much. Thank you for coming into my life. Thank you for all the money which was spent on me from my birth. It's just because of you. I got my education. I have my food and shelter, clothing, everything I have in my life. It's just because of you. So thank you, money, for coming into my life. I love you so much. So you can have this conversation like this with anything. You can imagine a job, your dream job, and have a conversation. You can do it creatively. No hard rules for it. But this golden statements will do the work.
Just let go of the logical mind and
Yes.
believe.
Let go of the logical mind plus the memories
And just believe,
emotions
yeah.
let go of the memories, emotions, especially emotions coming out. It may show up. It's natural. And but
Rupesh
just
sir
allow-
was yeah. Oh, sorry, Diana. Go ahead.
complete it, Aditi.
No, Rupesh sir was telling us in his class last Sunday. Instead of using forgive, we can say let go. Because so many people have problem with forgive others, because we think that what others did to us is not forgivable. But instead of, we are not condoning their actions actually, but we are releasing our emotions connected to it. So we should always use, we can use let go. Let go of the, yeah,
Instead of forgiveness, here we are saying forgiveness only to ourselves. That's okay. But otherwise, when we say I forgive that person, it also says that I become big and the other person is small in front
yes,
of me.
yeah, true,
Then
true,
only
true.
we can forgive the other person. But instead, we are all the same. Okay.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Just include, just acceptance. More than forgiveness, we can just include, we can just accept, and we let go of our emotional turmoil, our emotional
Yes,
charge.
yeah, that is what is more important. Yeah.
Okay. So, any more questions? Can we wind up? Thank you all for joining. See you all for the next new moon.
Thank you all. See you.
Thank you, Mitu. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much.
You, everybody. Thank you, Nayana. Such a beautiful topic and such an amazing meditation. And always helpful. You can do it throughout your life. And amazing, amazing music also. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night. Bye.
Right.